So I'm joined by 2021 Ohio State Buckeye commit Ben Christman. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Nah, man, I appreciate you doing this. I saw the graphic and the note that you posted on the Twitters, and I was like, oh, okay. An offensive lineman getting into the Emeka Egbuka sweepstakes. So I got to ask, what was your reason for tweeting the graphic, coming up with the hashtag? Why is Emeka Egbuka so important to Ohio State's recruiting class?
I mean, he's just a great player, and he's a cool dude. And I mean, we just want to have him. I mean, he's a cool dude. I think he'd really succeed here, and he's just a cool dude.
From what I understand, you are the guy that has been most ready to try to keep this class together and to get guys that you all want in the class to play with each other. Why have you taken on that leadership role?
I mean, that was just something that I was getting talking with Coach Day and Coach Stud about. Being that Ohio kid and trying to be a leader of this class, and that's the reason why I committed so early. Because I wanted to build this, and I'm so excited for this future.
So coming out of Revere, 6'6", 300 pounds, what position do you want to play?
I can play all five. Whichever gets me on the field, I'm happy. But it would be nice to play guard or tackle.
Okay. Uh, do you have a preference between guard and tackle, say in high school?
In high school, I mean tackle, and it's kind of what I have to do. But again, like I said, I mean I'm versatile. I can do all five, and I'm happy playing all five. So I was recruited to play offensive line, not tackle or guard. Just want to be an offensive lineman.
So we're coming up on like 13 months that you've been committed to the class, which makes you one of the early dudes in. I want to say number 3 or number 4.
Mm.
Why did you decide to commit to Ohio State so early?
I just kind of had, I just had that different feeling from the time, I started building my relationship with Coach Day and Coach Stud. And, I mean, just growing up, I mean, I always loved Ohio State and, visiting the schools that I did, it felt right. And I kind of decided, do I want to commit now or do I want to keep playing out this process? And I just decided to commit, and I wanted to, again, build this class up.
Who are some of the guys that you look up to that have come through Ohio State?
I like a couple of the guys on the team now, like Josh Myers and Wyatt Davis and Thayer Mumford. And I watched a lot of Billy Price and Pat Affline, two centers. Got the Remington Award. Orlando Pace for sure. He's probably my favorite.
Who do you model your game after?
I like to say Orlando. I mean, just the Mueller and the run game with the smooth pass set.
I have yet to meet an offensive lineman who prefers pass blocking to run blocking.
I mean, just my whole life, I've always, ran the ball a lot most of the time of the game, so it's fun, pushing a guy back against his will. So,
have you always just wanted to play offensive line, or did you ever want to play a skill position?
I mean, of course, I wanted to be like a skill guy, but once I got bigger and I realized, I could be good at this, I just stuck with it. So.
No, I mean, hey, I don't mean to put you on the spot. Like, I'm 5'5", buck 30. I wanted to be a defensive end when I was growing up. That just ain't in the cards. So that's why I was asking. I wanted to come off the edge and hit people. And then they were like, "Nah, you're gonna handle the ball." It's like, okay, well, you sure I can't come off the edge? Yeah, go ahead. Go try to come off the edge. And then I got rolled up, and I said, okay, I see how this goes. It's just not gonna work for me. So right now in Ohio, are they still planning to play high school football?
As of right now, yes.
Okay.
As of right now, yes.
Have you given any thought to perhaps not being able to play this year?
It's all over the news, so it's inevitable that I've seen it. But for now, I'm just working on trying to have an elite senior season.
Well, and what goes into that? What are some of the things that you wanted to accomplish in your senior season?
I want to help my team win. It's been a while since I've gotten to the playoffs, so I'll start there. And I mean, I just want to leave no doubt that I give everything that I had. And I want to see where that takes me. I mean, I've gotten All-State and All-American and all that, but I just want just keep working on my long-term goal of being the best football player I can be.
Have you decided what you want to study at Ohio State?
I'm probably going to do sports management.
Okay. Do you know what you want to do with that?
I think I want to coach college ball or high school ball.
Okay. And in thinking about that, I mean, I understand learning from the guys that are teaching you. Have you given any thought to just what it means to start at the bottom of the totem pole when you're trying to go into coaching?
I've seen that, and I've seen guys grow up, and it's just all things I look at. So I'm still undecided on everything, but that would probably be my favorite thing to do.
Why do you want to coach? Why do you think that is a good fit for you?
I just think leading a group of guys and developing kids. I think just it would be a lot of fun, and it'd be the game I love. So I just think it would all be cool.
I get asked by recruits and their parents a lot about what goes into recruiting, especially at the high major level, and I kind of want to give you some of those questions as broad as possible. But what have you learned through your recruiting experience, even being committed to Ohio State for over a year? What have you taken away from this experience that you would like people to know?
Just find what's best for you. I mean, find what you're truly looking for, and if there's a place you visit and you absolutely love it, just keep all things considered and just do what's best for you. I mean, it's the one time in your life you can be, really kind of selfish. So just do what's best for you and enjoy it. I mean, it's a blessing.
Is that something you had to get used to? The idea of being a little bit selfish about it, as football is quote unquote the ultimate team game. You're taught to be humble and to work to the good benefit of the team. And in this, it's really about you. So was that difficult?
I mean, not really. I mean, I've always been the team first guy, and I never wanted to get recruiting in my head, because it hadn't really happened where I'm from. My school, it doesn't really happen, and I just never wanted to let it get to my head. I always wanted to be a team first guy.
So coming out of Revere, where the mascot is the Minutemen, which I love, you just touched on it. Like, it doesn't really happen where you're from. One of the things I try to get across to many people, especially players of your caliber, is every kid that ends up going to an Ohio State or an Oklahoma or an Alabama or a Clemson is the best kid that anybody's seen from their area in a generation. And sometimes it doesn't feel fair because some of those guys don't actually see the field or don't see the field at a position that they value or one that they think they're playing their best because they're trying to do their best for a team that is a collection of those guys, a collection of great players. What is it like for you to come out of a space where, it doesn't really happen?
I mean, it's just an honor, and, I mean, it's just hard work, starting to pay off a little bit, and I just got to keep going, this is just the beginning of a long journey ahead.
Do you feel any pressure?
Not at all. I'm excited.
Okay. All right. Before we get out of here, can you give me your best Emeka Egbuka pitch?
Emeka, Zone 6 would look really nice with you, man. Come join the best class in the country. And you see the hashtag, Emeka to Columbus.
My man, that is offensive lineman Ben Christman taking some time to talk with me about himself and Emeka Egbuka. Ben, thanks so much for doing this, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. I tell everybody this, so don't take it personally, but if your parents feel some kind of way, this is